Hello everyone, welcome to InfoTrust University. Today we'll talk about web analytics, and I'm going to share with you a couple of quick tips on how to use Google Analytics efficiently in 15 minutes a day. Today we'll talk about data-driven digital marketing 15 minutes a day. Over the past year, I've probably done over 50 workshops on how to use Google Analytics to make better marketing decisions. And one of the most common questions is how do you do it quickly and efficiently? Because no one has the time to spend hours and hours each day trying to figure out if 50 people that came to the website is good or bad, or if bounce rate of 5% is good or bad. People want to focus on decisions and kind of know the answer to the question. Tell me how I can make or use this information and how can it help me make better marketing decisions. So hopefully this quick presentation will help you figure out how to use analytics for better, again, for informed decisions. I think the key to analytics is to know what to measure. It might sound very basic, but if you do not know what to measure, then you do not know if it's good or bad. And there is a very easy test that I often ask companies that we work with to go through. Is every time you look at the data, you ask yourself, does this really matter? And who cares? If you're able to answer those questions, then you know, well, this information, that metric is really important for me. Otherwise, just move on and don't waste your time. So number one, let's begin with some basics of Google Analytics. In sales, and have a feeling that all of us are in sales because we are trying to market websites, we are trying to sell our organizations. So in sales, there is a good question. If I'm your ideal prospect, why should I buy from you rather than any of your competitors? And if you think about this question, it really is a question in three parts. Number one is, well, we need to know who our ideal prospects are. Number two, we need to figure out what is our value proposition and why should somebody buy from us. And number three, well, who is our competition? What is so special about our competition? And how we can trump our competition? How can we be better? Avinash Koshak, who is the author of Web Analytics 2.0 and probably one of the most well-known authors on this topic, came up with this great concept of dumb objectives. So what are dumb objectives? Well, each objective obviously has to be doable. It needs to be something that we can accomplish, otherwise it's not an objective, it's simply a dream. Number two, the objective needs to be understandable. We should be able to easily explain what we are trying to accomplish. Number three, it should be manageable and measurable. Because if we cannot manage it, if we cannot accomplish it, then it's not an objective. And it should be beneficial. It should help our organization. We always need to focus on different goals. So let's outline some of the goals of how those goals need to look. Number one is, well, we need to do this. Maybe we need to improve the time on the website. Maybe we need to build a certain landing page. Maybe we need to build 5 landing pages to improve our conversions. That takes us to the goal type number 2. How do we improve something? How do we improve conversion rate on a landing page? How do we improve the number of sign-ups on our newsletter? And number 3, reduce. How do we reduce tension on our website? And by tension, I mean different things that are taking place on our website that can potentially impact conversion rate. Every website has graphics. A lot of websites have social media. A lot of websites have Flash. And some of those components really do not contribute necessarily to the experience, but they take attention of major items. They're called friction. And so we need to reduce that friction. Number two, we need to establish conversions. Conversion is one of the most important things that you can measure on your website. Conversion is, well, this is when something that I really want to happen on my website does in fact happen. So what is a conversion? A conversion is when somebody purchases an item off my site. A conversion can be a download when somebody downloads a PDF spec sheet about my product. A conversion can be a subscription to my newsletter list, or it can be a page view. How do we track conversions in Google Analytics? Well, that's pretty easy. Under conversions, we go into goals and we click set up goals and funnels. Goal is the final result, and a funnel is a series of steps that takes people to that goal. So Google Analytics has four different types of goals. Number one is URL destination. It's a certain page on your website that people need to reach. A very good example of URL destination is a contact us thank you page. So whenever somebody filled out a contact us form on your website, the next page that they see is thank you page. That's your URL destination. Another one can be time on the website. The amount of time people spend on the website, and you certainly want to increase that time on the website. That's a great goal for people who have blogs. Third one is pages per visit. How many pages people saw or people went to during their website visit. And finally, the last goal that was just recently introduced is event. When a certain action takes place on a website, and event can be when somebody played video on a website. Event can be when somebody liked your page or when somebody tweeted about a certain article. Number three is a focus on real-time data. So real-time data just recently became available with Google Analytics as part of the Google Analytics 5 program initiative, if you will. And real-time data, as you can see from the screenshot, shows us how many people right now are on the website. And I always sometimes blame myself because I during the day I can turn this on and I start looking at the numbers and they look at 11, 12, and I want this number to increase. And I forget that that number by itself is not necessarily the metric that I need. So in the real-time analytics, there are a couple of things that we can measure when it can help us. Number one is viral effect. Whenever I publish a blog post, I look at real-time analytics and I try to see if people actually talk about my blog post, if people share it on Facebook, on Twitter, and I know that within the next 5 hours, my blog post has been shared so many times, and if I feel like no one is sharing it, nobody likes it, then I can make some changes to it, and hopefully the next version or revision will be better. Offline synergy is a great example would be when we market ourselves during trade shows or during different classes, and I know that during this class this many people actually look at my website, and I certainly want to increase that number because I want my story during the class to be so compelling that people decide to go to my website right now. Email campaigns, obviously a lot of us send out different emails, and we want to see after we sent out an email how many people within the next hour decided to go to our website and learn more about a product or a service that we advertised in our email campaign. So all of these are great examples of when real-time analytics can be used. Number four is data segmentation. And data segmentation can be used when we have a lot of different information, a lot of data, and we need to break it down into chunks. So here's an example. Instead of just looking at all the website visitors, in this segment we only look at new visitors, because it's always a good practice to know how new visitors look at your website versus how existing visitors look at your website, or returned visitors. And we want to see if new visitors or if their pattern is very different. If they spend more time on the website, if they spend less time on the website, if they visit different pages. As you can see in this screenshot, we are looking at 17% of total visits. So we are looking at a very specific segment. We are only looking at new visitors who looked at more than 3 pages on our website. And as you can see, average time on the website is 6 minutes, which means that after people went through 3 pages on our website, they continue to spend a lot of time on our site. So they're engaged. Here is segment by source. A lot of times we ask ourselves, well, is social media a good way to bring traffic to my website? And this segment can allow us to track people that came to our website from different social media outlets like Twitter, Facebook, TweetDeck, Hootsuite, and we can include as many sources as we want. Flow visualization has been recently updated, and flow visualization allows us to actually visualize how people look at our website. So here we are looking at the actual Google Analytics map, and we see that people came to our website from United States. Then majority of people came to the home page, and after the home page, people went to the Contact Us page, to the Careers page, to the Products page, to the Login page. And this type of visualization can help us improve user experience. We can look at how people use our website and potentially make improvements or make changes, because if people go to the home page and then they immediately go maybe to Contact Us page, maybe we need to make some adjustments because we want to take them to other pages during that process. Or maybe people go to the home page and then immediately they go to FAQ page. Maybe we did not answer certain questions that they had on our home page, so we can make some adjustments to our website to improve visitor retention and to improve user experience. So let's summarize what are some of the things that matter. We try to break it down into 3 different components. One, traffic, or people who come to the website; search, how people find our website; and content, what people actually read on our website. And for each of those, we created 3 simple questions that you should keep in mind or try to answer, not necessarily each day but each week, and certainly each month. First of all, is my traffic trending up, or what are the trends? When you look at the data, you always want to see and want to look at patterns. Is my traffic increases? Is my traffic decreases? And why is that taking place? Search, what type of keywords people are using to find my website. Are their keywords aligned with the keywords that I've used to optimize my website? Or maybe I need to create more and better content. So Google Analytics, or any type of analytics for that matter, can be used to make smarter or better marketing decisions. It can help us identify where to invest. It can help us track the impact of marketing activities and improve the company's bottom line. Thank you for watching. We hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email us, and we'll happily respond to any questions. For more resources and articles on Google Analytics, feel free to visit our blog at infotrustllc.com/blog, and let us know what topics you're interested in so we can create more great videos. Thank you.